Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Desi TV USA. I am Tabinda Gul. Let's take a look at the headlines. California faces deadliest wildfire in history. Los Angeles at the heart of the tragedy. Los Angeles wildfire, a crisis fueled by nature, negligence, or something more. Thousands gather at Santa Anita Park to support Los Angeles wildfire survivors. Displaced by wildfires, 100 find solace at St. Monica Catholic Church. The untold stories of Kumbh Mela from pilgrimage off to protest. Maha Kumbh Mela begins in Prayagraj, world's largest gathering of humanity. Greenland PM ready for talk with Trump amid US interest in Arctic Iceland. White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre addresses wildfires across the US. These are headlines. Lead to news detail. California is in the grip of its deadliest wildfire to date, with Los Angeles bearing the brunt of the devastations. The fires have claimed the lives of 24 people, destroyed over 12,000 buildings, and forced 150,000 residents to flee their homes. Governor Gavin Newsom is under heavy scrutiny, facing criticism from the President-elect Donald Trump and Elon Musk, who have pointed to governor's failures as a factor in the catastrophe. Adding to the turmoil, reports of looting in evacuation zones have surfaced, leading to over 20 arrests as authorities work to maintain order. Despite deployment of 14,000 firefighters, 1,300 fire engines, and aerial support, the wildfires remain uncontained. This ongoing disaster serves as a stark reminder of the escalating impact of climate change and the pressing need for improved disaster management strategies. So stay tuned for the latest updates on the California wildfires, their devastating human toll, and the mounting political and environmental challenges they underscore. The fire tearing through Los Angeles have left a trail of destructions, taking lives, leveling neighborhoods, and ravaging iconic landscape from Pacific Palisades to the Hollywood Hills. But beyond the smoke lies an equally exclusive question: what sparked this catastrophe? In this, the undeniable fingerprint of climate change, a failure of governance, or something more sinister arson. Dry Santa Ana winds, aging power lines, and inadequate infrastructures have created a perfect storm for disaster. Experts are divided, with some pointing to climate-driven drought and heat waves, while others caution California's preparedness and accountability. Online theories are adding fuel to the fire, with debates ranging from corporate negligence to international act. With tensions high, the focus now shifts to whatever Los Angeles can turn this tragedy into a lesson, or if the city is doomed to repeat history. Now, as firefighters battle on the front lines and investigations dig into the root causes, the scars of this disaster may linger far beyond the flames. In a powerful display of solidarity, thousands of people came together at the donation center set up at Santa Anita Park racetrack in Arcadia. The city, located near the Eaton fire, has become a hub for relief efforts as survivors of the devastating Los Angeles wildfires seek aid. Volunteers and donors brought essential supplies, including food, clothing, and hygiene products, to help the displaced families who have lost everything in the inferno. Local business and communities organizations also joined the effort, offering monetary support and services to those in need. This strategy has shown the worst of nature but the best of humanity, said a volunteer at the center. We are here to make sure no one feels alone in this crisis. As the fire continues to raise, donation center like this one highlight the resilience and generosity of a community determined to rebuild lives and provide hopes amidst restrictions. Amid the devastations of the Los Angeles wildfires, hundreds of displaced residents sought comfort and community at St. Monica Catholic Church in Santa Monica. The mass brought together survivors, including from churches destroyed by the flames, offering a moment of solace and unity in the face of overwhelming loss. We have lost our homes, our places of worship, but not our faith, said one attendee. The church opened its door to those in need, offering not only spiritual support but also resources for displaced families, such as shelter, information, and meal. So the service was marked by prayers for the victim, firefighter, and volunteers on the front line. St. Monica pastors emphasized the importance of hope and resilience during these trying times, saying, "Together we will rebuild and find strength in one another." For those affected, the Mass was a poignant reminder that even in destructions, a sense of community and faith endures.
You came to this country for a brighter future for you and your loved ones. You've made it this far. Now it's time to become a citizen. With citizenship, you gain the right to vote, access to federal jobs, the ability to keep your family closer, and the freedom to travel with a U.S. passport. These are just a few of the benefits waiting for you when you become eligible. We're here to help you through the process with free resources and personalized guidance. Together, we can make it easier. Get started at becomeacitizentoday.com.
The Kumbh Mela, one of the largest religious gatherings in the world, hold not just spiritual significance but also a remarkable history of resilience and resistance. In the 19th century, British colonial rulers imposed a pilgrimage tax of ₹1 on devotees attendees to Kumbh Mela, turning faith into a source of revenue and sparking outrage among the masses. The Kumbh Mela became more than just a religious event; it transformed into a crucible of nationalistic fervor in 1857 during India's first war of independence and again in 1942. During the Quit India movement, the gathering served as a platform for defense against colonial rule. Congregations became fertile ground for spreading revolutionary ideas and uniting people under the banner of freedom. The Mahakumbh Mela, the largest congregations of humanity on earth, has condemned in the scared city of Prayagraj, drawing millions of devout Hindus from across the globe. Pilgrims have begun arriving to take a ceremonial dip in the holy river Ganga, a ritual believed to cleanse sins and beds to spiritual liberation. This 6-week-long festival, known as the Greatest Spiritual Festival, is expected to attract over 400 million visitors, creating an unparalleled congregance of religion, spirituality, and culture. The event presents a monumental challenges its crowd management, with authorities deploying advanced technology. Greenland Prime Minister Mute Agit has expressed willingness to engage to dialogue with President-elect Donald Trump following Trump's controversial push for U.S. control over the Arctic Iceland. However, Agit firmly reiterated Greenland's aspirations for independence, stating, "We don't want to be Danes or Americans." Greenland, a semi-autonomous territory of Denmark with a population of 57,000, holds significant strategic value, though it was a Danish colony until 1953. The Iceland gained the right to vote for independence in 2009. Despite this, it remained reliant on Denmark for defense, as the US operates a military base in northern Greenland. So Trump has described US control of Greenland as an absolute necessity, hinting at potential military or economic measures to achieve this goal. He has also warned Denmark of possible economic sanctions in response to any resistance to US interests in the region. With Trump set to take office on January 20, tension over Greenland's future highlight the geopolitical importance of the Arctic and the Iceland delicate balance between autonomy and external pressure. In a press briefing today, White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre provided updates on the ongoing wildfire crisis that has gripped multiple states across the U.S., including catastrophic wildfires at California, Oregon, and Washington. Jean-Pierre expressed deep concern for the affected communities, highlighting the administration's commitment to providing immediate federal support. President Biden has directed FEMA to work closely with the state and local government to ensure resources are quickly mobilized. Our thoughts are with those who have lost loved ones, homes, and livelihoods, she stated. The press secretary detailed the federal response, which includes deploying additional firefighter aerial support and emergency funding. Jean-Pierre also emphasized the importance of addressing climate change, linking the increasing frequency and intensity to wildfires to rising global temperature. When asked about reports of looting in wildfire evacuation zones, Jean-Pierre acknowledged the challenges local law enforcement faces and stressed the administration supports for maintaining safety and order in affected areas. The briefing also addressed concern about rebuilding efforts and long-term disaster preparedness. Jean-Pierre underscored the administration's commitment to investing in resilient infrastructures and modernized disaster response systems to prevent future tragedies of this scale. The White House pledged ongoing updates as the situations evolve, urging Americans in need to evacuation orders and support relief efforts. So thank you for support and thank you for watching. So this is me, Tabinda, signing off. Stay tuned for more news. Desi TV USA, DTVNN, and our OTT platform DTV Flex, where you can access to over 3,000 channels. So stay tuned and stay with us.